There comes a moment in life when we realize that love is not just about being with someone, it is about being at peace within ourselves. Today I want to share something deeply real about marriage after 60, something most people don't talk about. I promise you, by the end of this, your perspective on love and your own peace will shift. Before we dive in, let me introduce you to Mrs. Dawn. She is a woman who teaches us one of the most important lessons about happiness in later life. Mrs. Dawn was 65 when she shared her story with me. Many years ago, she was engaged to a man for what should have been the happiest day of her life, her wedding day. But when the moment came, she walked away. Not because of fear, not because of doubt. She walked away because she realized that a union built on emptiness and obligation would cost her the most valuable thing she had, her peace. Imagine this moment. Mrs. Dawn stood at the altar, dressed in her wedding gown, surrounded by friends and family. She looked at the man she was supposed to marry, and in that fleeting, sacred moment, she felt a shift inside. She saw clearly that this marriage would steal her joy and silence her soul. With tears running down her cheeks, she handed the ring back to him and whispered, "I can't." Every heartbeat felt heavy with emotion, yet light with freedom. She walked away, choosing courage over empty rituals. That single act of bravery became the foundation of a life lived fully. Let's look at the 5 truths about marriage after 60 that Mrs. Dawn's story embodies. Truth number 1. Peace comes before love. Many women believe that marriage is all about love, but the deeper truth is that peace is the foundation. Mrs. Dawn realized that she could live without a man, but she could not live without inner peace. Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." Mrs. Dawn chose to become someone who refuses to sacrifice her well-being for the sake of appearances. Love is only meaningful when it doesn't come at the cost of your soul. If a relationship brings constant anxiety, ask yourself, are you choosing love or are you just choosing survival? Truth number 2. Happiness is a choice, not a circumstance. Many women think happiness in later years is just about companionship or routine. But Mrs. Dawn realized happiness is an active choice. Jung teaches us that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Choosing happiness means choosing your identity over what society expects. Your marriage should enhance your happiness, not define it. If your peace is compromised, happiness will always be temporary. Truth number 3. Love evolves with age, but so must your boundaries. Mrs. Dawn had loved deeply in her life, but she realized that love does not mean enduring suffering. Walking out of her wedding was her way of honoring her own boundaries. Age does not make you more tolerant of harm, it makes you wiser. Protect your boundaries, because real love cannot exist where they are violated. Truth number 4. Companionship is a bonus, not the goal. Later in life, many of us fear loneliness, so we settle for a love that feels empty. Mrs. Dawn teaches us that being alone is better than living in a house full of tension and obligation. When you choose yourself, you create the space to attract someone who genuinely aligns with your values. Marriage after 60 is not about filling a void. It is about sharing a life that is already full. Truth number 5. Peace is the greatest legacy you can leave yourself. Finally, Mrs. Dawn realized that the greatest gift she could give herself was clarity. She walked away from the wedding and walked toward herself. Jung reminds us that in all chaos there is a secret order. By choosing peace over chaos, Mrs. Dawn created a life that was intentional and meaningful. Peace is not passive, it is active. It requires courage and self-awareness. Every choice you make should honor that. Closing thoughts. Marriage after 60 is not a compromise or a safety net. It is a conscious decision to live with love and calm. Mrs. Dawn's story teaches us that courage sometimes looks like walking away and refusing to settle for anything less than what nurtures your soul. If you want to dive deeper into living peacefully every day, I have a book called A Guide to a Peaceful Life. It is filled with reflections to help you find inner calm, even in challenging relationships. If you feel drawn to it, the link is in the description. There is no pressure, just a gentle invitation. Remember, your peace is priceless. Love and joy follow naturally when you protect it. Never forget, marriage at this stage of life is about clarity, love, and a deep, lasting calm.